Hello everyone, this is Crota coming at you, giving you game 1 in a series between PK and Th000. PK spawning as the blue Night Elf player on the top left-hand side of the map. Actually, excuse me, red Night Elf player on the top left-hand side of the map. Meanwhile, Th000 spawning as the random Orc. If you guys saw or noticed the loading screen, Th000 did end up going random. And Th000 is one of those players that can actually use all of the races fairly well. So I am looking forward to this matchup here on Tyrannus Stan. Now, I have been reading the comments as of late, and yes, I know I am stumbling over my voice a bit more, but hopefully I am feeling a bit better now than I was, moments or a long time ago, and hopefully I won't be nearly as confused in terms of all of my casting. We can see that the Blade Master is currently being trained. Meanwhile, it will be going up against a Demon Hunter in this 1v1 matchup. Now, Tyrannus Stan, one of those maps where there are a lot of creep camps and they are all relatively easy to take down. What does that mean? It ends up meaning that players generally don't try to engage each other, but at the same time, creeping is not as rewarding. There isn't that many great items on the map, but it is easy to level up your second hero because your primary hero can do some initiating and some harassment while your secondary hero is continuing to clear out those low-level creep camps. Let's take a look at this. A peon was able to make it back over there, and let's see if he's going to be able to get in. You can see that a peon is doing a wisp is doing a really good job. Is he going to slip through? Yes, he is. So he's actually going to slip through right there, and all he needs to do is now attack back here. PK is actually in a little bit of trouble here. He is unable to take down this one peon since the Demon Hunter is unable to get there. All this peon needs to do is just hold position, and is it getting pushed out? Wow, it actually made its way back out of there. It could have just stayed in there and constantly harassed for quite some time, taking down peon after peon. Wisp after wisp. Blade Master, on the other hand, already clearing out this 5-3-3 creep camp, picked up a Circlet of Nobility, and already has Gauntlets of Ogre Strength from clearing out the main Apprentice Wizard here. So he already has a fairly decent number of items, and you can see the stats on that Blade Master and how high it actually is. 775 hit points on a level 2 Blade Master can be rather scary, as we see now healing salves taking the place of one of those Gauntlets of Ogre Strength. Meanwhile, let's take a look back over here. It looks like the Kobold Tunneler is going to get focused down, and this is going to be some very, very quick work here, as the Kobold Tunneler is very, very easy pickings, as we now see a Mantle of Intelligence being picked up. Meanwhile, the Demon Hunter off to the north, doing a good job creeping by himself as well, taking down another Kobold creep camp, pretty much mirroring what we're seeing so far from Th000. Th000 doing a good job here as the Blade Master quickly sells the Mantle of Intelligence, picks up Boots of Speed, and is now going to be making his rounds. PK, on the other hand, using that Ancient of War very effectively to absorb a lot of damage. One of the greatest aspects of Night Elf is that the fact that they can use these Ancients to tank their damage, and since you need the trees anyways, that they just absolutely make sense. Also, the fact that they can move around, one of the biggest advantages of Night Elf. However, they do have a number of disadvantages that make things a bit more even. Blade Master may get off a Windwalk Strike there. There you go. The Grunt is going to come in, and yes, beautiful, beautiful pathing by the Grunt, as PK is unable to secure the kill on this low hit point Grunt there. It looks like PK didn't want to try to engage, and an Ancient of War, very, very low on hit points, could get taken down if it is not careful. Meanwhile, you see the Blade Master is still right there. Archer was shadow melded, no Dust of Appearance on that Blade Master though, to try and take down those lower hit point units. Rogue Wizard, very, very smart play. I don't know if you guys noticed that. He purposely attacked a Renegade Wizard or Apprentice Wizard first to get the Frost Armor on that hero. Once the Frost Armor was on that hero, there was a cooldown period where all of the Grunts then switched their targets to the main Rogue Wizard. By doing that, you actually increase the amount of armor on, or the higher likelihood that your units are not going to be slowed. You can see that Blade Master quickly got taken down there, as the Blade Master at 750 hit points could pick up another Manual of Health off over there to get higher. Meanwhile, the Demon Hunter already coming in with very strong harassment, and those Quill Beasts and Archers should shut down any sort of tier 2 buildings. Unfortunately for PK though, there are no tier 2 buildings in sight. What exactly does that mean? I'm sure that PK normally times this attack absolutely perfectly to try and take down the Spirit Lodge and the Bestiary. However, there is no Bestiary or Spirit Lodge that I can see, and what that ends up meaning is there is just a burning of a Scroll of Town portal to get back without really doing any infrastructure damage. That is very, very important as the Blade Master now comes back in. Demon Hunter, yes, does get a mana burn off on that Blade Master. Blade Master relatively low on mana now as the Demon Hunters... Oh, are we going to see the Quill Beasts get their grunt? That is going to be the case. It is now down to 50 hit points. They are still trying to desperately chase as the Demon Hunter unable to get after their target because of the pathing of those grunts. Meanwhile, Blade Master going after the Beast Master back inside the base here as we are now looking to transition into Ancients of Wind. Alright, the Ancients of Wind will allow for Druids of the Talon as we are now already on our way to Tree of Eternity. It looks like the Demon Hunter actually got that last grunt there, or perhaps some creep camps did. As the Demon Hunter now makes its way back, you can see a handful of grunts and Blade Masters now making a bit of a move back here. Tauren Chieftain now being added. You can see the Bestiary has been completed, Spirit Lodge right behind it. And this was the buildings that PK really wanted to take down, force rebuilding, force a delay in that tech, and it didn't end up happening. That is going to be a little bit of a surprise as PK's timing on that absolutely perfect. Right as Mastery Training or Adept Training was done, the Tree of Eternity was done, so Mastery Training could get started. Very, very strong play there as the Demon Hunter now sits at level 3. Blade Master coming up across the north. It is windwalked and should be able to perhaps take down some of these Druids of the Talon before they get that all-important Cyclone. Those are the priority targets now, since the Druids of the Talon shut down grunts and can really just cause a number of problems. Demon Hunter and Beastmaster, both of them without Dust of Appearance, and that is going to be a definite problem there. As you can see, one Druid of the Talon, Master, or the Crow form quickly brought into play here. There is Fairy Fire as the poor Archer gets stuck behind a Druid of the Talon in that line there. May we see another Druid of the Talon go into the Crow form to try and avoid the attack. The Blade Master, however, losing a bit of armor due to that Fairy Fire, making it rather difficult for him. Alright, Druids of the Talon, very important to try and maintain mana right now, as that next fight is going to be crucial. Meanwhile, Blade Master getting mana burned once more, only losing 18 mana though, so it doesn't really have any concern there. It didn't take that much damage. It is currently revealed as the Tauren Chieftain already at level 2, picking up a potion of invulnerability, and with that endurance aura, and I believe... well, it could be Stomp or Shockwave. We'll have to take a closer look at that when he finally uses those abilities. Spirit Walker with that Spirit Link, oh so common, as the Blade Master is currently, or was revealed here. There comes the Demon Hunter, and there's a mana burn onto a Spirit Walker, but that was not a good mana burn at all. Meanwhile, the Blade Master taking a fair bit of damage. There's another mana burn there. Speed Scroll, and the Blade Master is now up in the air. This could be very, very bad news. He's getting stuck up in the air. He is now out of damage. Tauren Chieftain is now in a bad way. As you can see, the Druids of the Talon going straight after those grunts. Very, very nice focus fire there. But the Blade Master down to 22 hit points and gets taken down. Demon Hunter, Beastmaster, level 3, level 2. That takedown of the level 3 Blade Master will severely hurt any sort of damage that the Orc army can do. And this is where you see things just absolutely fall apart. Alright, Spirit Link quickly brought over. You can see that the Forest Troll Berserker taking a fair bit of damage. Hawk is still in the air here, as we may see another Druid of the Talon fall. Alright, all the units so far all across the map are taking a fair bit of damage. Demon Hunter gets that Troll Berserker there, as the Beastmaster is still fighting. And this is just a poor day to be a unit. Druids of the Talon, Troll Berserkers, Grunts, every unit on the field has fallen at least once now, I think. Spirit Walker could be coming in really shortly behind, and there is the mana burn to finish off a Spirit Walker there. Alright, Druid of the Talon needs to get away. It looks like it is going to be able to get away as the Tauren Chieftain decided to back off, not quite sure why. Alright, Tauren Chieftain now up in the air, gonna get surrounded. Raiders are all there, and here is the engagement. It doesn't... Oh, mana burn onto the Tauren Chieftain. Tauren Chieftain does have a potion of invulnerability, but it may choose not to use it. No, uses it, and now the surround is broken. Alright, Druids of the Talon getting taken down. There goes one, there goes another. As the Tauren Chieftain now tries to get away, it does have a healing salve on him, so he is regenerating some hit points as the Demon Hunter now going to try to get in front, and yes, does get a blow. Alright, let's take a look. That damage over time from the Orb of Venom could actually be a problem as the Raider with the Ensnare saves the Tauren Chieftain. Alright. Goblin Tinker now on its way to join in on the fight. The Blade Master should be popping out here at any moment. Tauren Chieftain is really hurting right now, needs to figure out a way to get high on life, and there's a potion of invulnerability again. Alright, the question is the cooldown still there? Blade Master now joins in on the fight. Goblin Tinker is ensnared. This could be a problem. Level 3 Tauren Chieftain able to escape, well, currently sitting at 78 hit points as we now see all the units just starting to teleport back away, and it looks as though the Tauren Chieftain makes it out, but the Goblin Tinker not so lucky, falling at level 1. Supply 37 over 50 compared to 49 over 50, and whatever advantage PK had by taking out the Blade Master early, he lost with just poor unit control and not being able to save all of his units. You can take a look at the number of low hit point grunts or low hit point orc units with those raiders, the spirit walkers. All of those units will be coming back with a vengeance and pretty much back up to full life here as healing salves are now being used. Meanwhile, Demon Hunter sitting at 4, Beastmaster sitting at 3, so there is a significant level advantage. Well, I take it back. The Tauren Chieftain got to 4 in a moment's notice, so I take it back there, and the Blade Master is very close to 4 as well. Alright, so let's take a look at this. Beastmaster, Demon Hunter, Goblin Tinker. The Goblin Tinker is a rather strong, heavy hit point unit that is somehow still intelligence-based. Now, let's take a look over here on the top right. Tauren Chieftain looking to clear out another creep camp. He's not going to gain a level here, so I'm not sure what Th0's ultimate game plan is there. Perhaps just the deny of experience as he picks up a Wand of Mana Stealing. Now, that could have a very profound impact if you're able to deny a mana burn from the Demon Hunter and get off a Stomp or a Shockwave. So far, the Demon Hunter has been doing a good job shutting down enemy heroes as the Blade Master quickly gets Fairy Fired and now is forced to retreat. Alright, a Hawk up in the air does keep track of everything over here. Let's see, there's a Cyclone, and the Blade Master is going to end up being surrounded. No, not surrounded, as you can't really surround a unit that has Windwalk anyways. So what is the real point of that? Alright, Druid of the Talon regenerating some mana there. Meanwhile, let's take a look at this Blade Master. Is he going to buy the Dust of Appearance to deny it? Boots of Quel'Thalas, and now Demon Hunter in a little bit of trouble. There's the Ensnare, and all of a sudden the Demon Hunter is ensnared. This is a definite problem. He is caught between a rock and a hard place, takes a Shockwave, uses a Scroll of Town Portal in order to get out. There goes a storm versioned Druid of the Talon, or storm-formed Druid of the Talon. That's not something I say very often, but let's take a look at that. There is a mana burn onto that illusion, and beautifully done here as the units are just wasting time trying to chase after that Wand of Illusion Blade Master. Blade Master gonna end up getting surrounded, and there it goes, poof. Nicely done, nicely played, as the Blade Master here still in very good spirits. Let's take a look. Was a bit of damage actually done to him? I'm not 100% sure, as the Blade Master now trying to run back. Meanwhile, the Tauren Chieftain is still wandering around the map, and this is the exact problem that I was saying would happen here on Tyrannistan. The fact that the Tauren Chieftain can easily creep out multiple locations. You can see that the Blade Master, he's just trying to wait out that Windwalk. And let's take a look at this. Oh, Potion of Invulnerability used instead, as if you waited out the Windwalk and then surrounded him when he had no mana, that would have definitely been a problem. Instead, using a Potion of Invulnerability, he will be able to get away, as the Tauren Chieftain still creeping out more creep camps, getting more experience, and just making his way back off to the north. Alright, Beastmaster has not gained any experience since the last time I checked. Neither has the Demon Hunter, and that is going to be bad news indeed. Blademaster now makes its way back inside his base, gonna use that Clarity Potion, get a bit more mana, and trying to feel a bit more refreshed, as we see a Great Hall now being used or being built over here on the top right. Alright, if we're going to see any sort of damage by PK, it needs to be here and now. And the Druids of the Talon are having an easy time going after these Orc Burrows, as the Orc Burrows do not have the Fortified Armor upgrade. Instead of taking reduced damage, they are taking bonus damage instead. And that is going to be shutting down any sort of unit training in quite some time. Mass Druids of the Talon, you can see what exactly is happening here, as Orc Burrow after Orc Burrow is now down. Alright, Peon dead. Peons are going to be falling, and with no Scroll of Town Portal coming in from the Orc side, you can see all the units are just really taking a bit of damage. Alright, let's take a look. Are we going to see another... No, that unit does not fall, but we are now sitting at 42 over 40 supply, as the Orc Burrows now need to be constructed. No new units for a little while. Meanwhile, a Wisp has spotted this expansion location here, and as long as the Demon Hunter... he's not going to buy a Scroll of Town Portal. Bit surprised by that. I thought he would have bought another Scroll of Town Portal and then just quickly zoomed his way over here to the top right to make sure to deny even more supply. This Great Hall is offering a fair amount. Alright, did the Goblin Tinker buy the Scroll of Town Portal? No, he bought a Scroll of Healing. Beastmaster this time with the Scroll of Town Portal, as damage is being dealt. Alright, here you go. Fairy Dragon. Alright, poor Peon gonna get taken down pretty easily here. And now it goes. Great Hall is going to end up falling. There is another Cyclone coming in here, and this could actually end up being a very big problem for Th000. If Th000 cannot survive this, he's going to be in a world of hurt. But what is this? A quick change? If you can destroy all of my burrows, I can destroy all of your Moonwells. That is not a problem, as the Scroll of Town Portal now comes in. Shockwave amongst all of those quickly or very closely grouped together Druids of the Talon. Here you have it. There is a Fairy Dragon now in Mana Flare. There is a Shockwave. Another Scroll of Healing needs to go down to really prevent it, as the Tauren Chieftain has plenty of mana. There is another Scroll of Healing there. Blademaster still up in the air. Tauren Chieftain now up in the air, as there is another Shockwave. Constant dancing of units, as the Tauren Chieftain may actually be in a bit of a sticky situation. There's the Mana Burn. There is a Potion of Mana on that Tauren Chieftain, as there's a Disenchant. There is a Shockwave again. And the Tauren Chieftain just constantly in the air. Blademaster constantly trying to engage. So far, the Demon Hunter is trying to fight this out as the Goblin Tinker gets to level 2. Alright, still dancing more and more. As you can see that Demon Hunter down to 136 hit points, but still somehow surviving. Alright, let's see what's going to be happening here. Blademaster chasing after that unit. Takes a Mana Flare there, as the Goblin Tinker now in a little bit of trouble. Alright, Tauren Chieftain now trying to get away. Blademaster does have enough mana, but is it going to get mana burned in time? No, it is not. And without the mana burn and no Hawk to keep track of that Blademaster will be able to get away pretty much scot-free. Let's take a look at the supply. 35 over 30 compared to 29 over 50. Yes, so all of a sudden, we see that PK is the one that is supply blocked, and what hurts PK the most is the fact that those Moonwells still had some moon juice in them when they were taken down. You can see the Goblin Tinker needs a bit of health and would like a bit more mana. Same thing with the Demon Hunter, as we are now looking at a Blade Master now being forced to try and hire up mercenaries to stay in this game. Gold on the gold mines. We are now down to about I'd say 1 minute 20 seconds, since there are only 4 Wisps mining from this gold mine. This could be a definite problem, as the Demon Hunter now doing a Blade Master impersonation with a potion of invisibility. This could potentially be a huge problem. The Demon Hunter, however, only sitting at level 4, not yet quite at level 5, and we know how effective that level 5 Blade Master or that level 5 or level 3 mana burn on a level 5 Demon Hunter can be. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at this. That Demon Hunter really doesn't want to engage there. Could pick up the Manual of Health. Nope, the Demon Hunter decides not to do that at all. And he is just still sitting there keeping track and keeping tabs on that army. Meanwhile, the Blade Master is, with Fairy Fire still being revealed. Demon Hunter now revealed here. Are we going to see perhaps a mana burn onto that Blade Master? No, we are not. As we see a Goblin Pocket Factory in the middle of the map, not really doing much of anything else. Blade Master may try. Oh, let's take a look at this. The Clockwork Goblins were trying to take this down. Not going to happen. You can see the Tauren Chieftain gets a little bit more gold. We are now getting strapped for gold here in just a moment. Down to, what, 8 or 10 more seconds left of gold. And now PK is definitely in trouble. He needs to pick up this Tree of Eternity and move it across the map here to set up a new expansion. Alright, mana burn onto the Blade Master. Blade Master not really concerned about that at all. Let's take a look. Tree of Eternity, why are you standing there? Let's get up and make a move across the map, as that is exactly what you need to do. Ancient of Winds down over here as well. These should be uprooted as well, as the Ancient of Winds do deal significant damage. And if you know your opponent is going to try to engage you here, might as well use it. All right, beautiful Fairy Dragon just at the right time. That plus 12 armor really making a big difference, as the Tree of Eternity kind of stuck, unable to make a there we go. Finally, the Druids of the Talon say, you know what, I don't want to get stepped on by a Tree of Eternity. Let's all get out of the way, as we see the slow Ancient March. Tauren Chieftain, Blade Master still running about here. I believe we are seeing it at a 4-3-2 hero with the Night Elves against a 5-4 with the Tauren Chieftain, Blade Master. Tauren Chieftain doing a good job getting ahead of his Blade Master for more experience. Blade Master is still earning some experience here, but that Tauren Chieftain will siphon some of that away, as we're looking at this very slow walk still taking place. The Ancients of Wind should be able to root themselves in this spot. The problem will be these Moonwells and how they're going to be used in the upcoming fight. Let's take a look. Great Hall, about, I would say, 30 or 40% done here, as the Blade Master is still sitting nearby. Is the Beastmaster going to launch a Hawk up? And no, it is not. You can see a beautiful, oh, what is that? There's the Hawk and there's the Cyclone. Here is the engagement. Tree of Eternity taking a fair bit of damage. Needs to start eating trees in order to stay alive. All right, let's take a look. There's another Shockwave, and everyone is still fighting. This is still a really close game here, as the Tree of Eternity joining in on the fight. The rest of the Ancients should be here as well. Not really happening. Mana burn onto the Tauren Chieftain, which means no more Shockwave. That is going to make those Druids of the Talon much more trigger happy in trying to engage. Demon Hunter now with a potion of invulnerability, as we see an ensnare onto the Goblin Tinker. Tinker gets taken down even after a Scroll of Healing, as we're looking at the major fight here. Beastmaster gets down to 2 hit points and gets taken down as well, as we are still looking at this next fight here. Alright, Demon Hunter trying to go after some units. Is it going to be able to take down some units at all? This is a big question, as the constant mana burn, as there's so many low hit point units. It is funny how these units are not getting taken down. Blade Master may get taken down though. Blade Master down to 63, 52 hit points. It gets Cyclone back up into the air. Fairy Dragon Speed Scroll, as the Blade Master is not there to get it. Are we going to see an engagement, as the Blade Master Spirit Links saves him ever so barely? Wow, down to 5 hit points, and he survives. Tauren Chieftain now, is he going to be lucky? And that is going to be the problem there, as we now see the Tree of Eternity making its way over. Alright, Tauren Chieftain, breaks free from the tackle and is now going to get surrounded once more. Tauren Chieftain does not have mana. Here is the engagement. Blade Master may try to, ensnare onto the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter is going to be in a little bit of trouble. Blade Master gets the level 5, and there is the GG. So close, so close in those final moments. Really well played by both sides. The experience advantage on the heroes for the Tauren Chieftain and the Blade Master far too much. PK, I think if he had taken down a couple of those Raiders and Spirit Walkers instead of just getting tunnel vision on the Tauren Chieftain and the Blade Master who were out of mana, may have had that fight turn a little bit differently and then perhaps try to push out the fight a bit longer. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed game 1. Please stay tuned for game number 2.